Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm going to do another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements for the week ending July 8th, 2012. Anyway, as you can see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news we'll be taking a look at this week has to do with a newly announced MMORPG called Night Age. On July 3rd, JoyMax came out and announced this new anime-inspired fantasy MMORPG. The game features PvP battles with up to 50 versus 50, mounted combat, as well as a unique pet system, and more. The game is set to begin its closed beta testing phase on July 10th, which will run until July 17th, with no word on open beta quite yet. And of course, JoyMax is the same company behind the popular Silk Road Online game. Next up, on July 3rd, yet another update for World of Tanks has gone live. Update 7.5 introduces new Tier 10 vehicles, such as the American T-110E4, T-110E3, the M48 Patent 3, and German, Soviet, and French armies also received several new tanks. Also including the update are new lower tier tanks as well. On top of all that, 3 new North American maps have also launched: Port, Highway, and Quiet Beach. The last update for World of Tanks was just 2 weeks ago, and so it looks like Wargaming has certainly been on the ball with keeping the game up to date. Up next, on July 3rd, Game Mania announced the start of closed beta testing for Soul Captor, a brand new fantasy MMORPG. And as you can see, Soul Captor is yet another anime-inspired fantasy MMORPG. The game is set to launch with 6 playable classes and a unique pet system. As always, it's good to see another MMORPG launching. No word on when open beta will begin though, as closed beta testing is still underway. Expect a wipe before open beta later this summer. Next up, a small bit of news about Blacklight Retribution. Last week the game's debut on Steam, and since launching on Steam, it quickly became one of the most popular titles on the network. The game has consistently been in the top 15 most played games on all of Steam since launching there. Last I checked, Vindictus had some 2K players on Steam playing it, while Blacklight had over 8,000. And that's pretty impressive actually. It's actually been the top 10 for a long time too. Well, throughout most of the day at least. It's only been on Steam for about a week now. And hopefully it does continue to do well. We'll likely see more and more free-to-play titles launch on Steam in the coming months. Up next, Trion Worlds, the company behind Rift, announced the closed beta testing for their upcoming free-to-play online military strategy game, End of Nations, is set to begin on July 20th and will end on July 22nd. Players can sign up for the beta on the official End of Nations website. The game is still far from release, as this is the first round of beta testing for the game. It also looks to be the first actual 3D strategy game that's free to play too, which is always awesome. And unlike Rift, End of Nations was actually designed from the ground up to be free to play. Next up on July 5th, Drakensang Online launched the Atlantis update, which is actually the biggest update for the game yet. It adds a brand new continent, over 100 new quests, new enemies, new loot, and 8 new areas for players to explore. Drakensang Online, as you can quickly see, is a Diablo-esque title that runs on the browser through a big point. And moving right along, up next on July 6th, MicroVolts from Rocket Productions officially launched on Steam as well. As mentioned earlier, Steam is quickly becoming a big platform for free-to-play games. New Steam players who begin playing MicroVolts will get an exclusive starter pack that includes a permanent advanced pepper rifle, 500 battery recharge, a 7-day bomb curing accessory, and a 7-day multivitamin accessory. The game has not done nearly as well as Blacklight, but the game still remains fairly popular on Steam, with over 1,000 players online through Steam at any given time, at least since launch. The next and last bit of news this week comes from Outspark, and the news is that on July 5th, Outspark announced that Dark Blood will officially begin its open beta testing phase in North America and in Europe on Thursday, July 19th. Dark Blood is, of course, as you can see, Outspark's newest free-to-play MMORPG, and is also Diablo-esque. And I say Diablo-esque because you can look at the bottom left over there and see those 2 big orbs for mana and health on the interface. The game also clearly looks and plays a bit like Diablo, as well as Dungeon Fighter Online. Anyway guys, that's it for my news announced for the week ending July 9th, 2012. Now if you want to read about or learn more about any news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. And if you want to discuss any of these videos, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway guys, this is Omer, signing off.